If you are a Louisiana resident facing possible eviction from your rental property as a result of financial hardship due to the COVID-19 pandemic, there is help available. You should consider applying for financial assistance from Louisiana's U.S. Treasury Emergency Rental Assistance Program, open to both renters and landlords. The program can provide assistance with past due rent and forward rent, as well as utility costs. This video will provide basic information about the program and instructions on how to apply. If you visit lastaterent.com, you will find information about the program, how to apply, who is eligible, what type of assistance is available, and what documentation you will need to complete an application. You can also call our program contact center at 877-459-6555, Monday through Friday between 8 a.m. and 5 p.m., or you can email us questions at info@lastaterent.com. Spanish language resources are also available on the website. The objectives of Louisiana's U.S. Treasury Emergency Rental Assistance Program are to keep people housed during the pandemic by preventing evictions for failure to pay rent, to prioritize those in greatest need while serving the maximum number of households as quickly as possible, to ensure equitable geographic distribution of assistance, to compensate landlords for unpaid rent during the eviction moratoria, and to assist renters in paying past due and some future rent, as well as utility fees and penalties. To provide some background on the program, the Emergency Rental Assistance Program is funded through the Federal Coronavirus Response and Relief Supplemental Appropriations Act. The CDC's temporary halt in residential evictions was extended until June 30th, 2021, and as of the time of this recording, it remains in place. This program was launched on March 5th and is being administered by the Louisiana Housing Corporation in partnership with the Louisiana Office of Community Development. The state is administering the program in 57 parishes throughout Louisiana. 7 parishes have elected to administer their own programs, so if you live in Caddo, Calcasieu, East Baton Rouge, Jefferson, Lafayette, Orleans, or St. Tammany parishes, you will need to apply to those programs directly. The state's webpage, lastaterent.com, features direct links to the parish-specific programs. What type of assistance is available through this program? Both renters and landlords can apply. The program can pay for up to 12 months of past due rent dating back to April 1st, 2020, and up to 3 months of future rent. Late fees of up to $100 a month are allowable if prescribed in the lease. The program will pay an applicant's outstanding rent as detailed in the renter's lease agreement up to 120% of the property's fair market value, which represents the estimated amount that a property in a given area typically rents for. On May 6th, the program was expanded to include past due and current utilities, as well as some penalty fees, dating back to April 1st, 2020, and up to 15 months total. That assistance will be paid directly to the utility provider. The program prioritizes households where at least one member has been unemployed for more than 90 days due to COVID-19, where renters have received past due rent notices, past due utility notices, or an eviction notice, and to households earning less than 50% of the area median income as required by law. If you are not sure if that applies to you, you can access a table of AMIs in Louisiana communities on the lastaterent.com website. To be eligible for the program, renters must live within one of the 57 parishes covered in the state-administered program, be at or below 80% of the area median income, be able to demonstrate financial hardship or unemployment due to COVID-19, be able to demonstrate housing instability or a risk of homelessness. This can be with past due notices for rent or utilities, or by providing a copy of an eviction notice for non-payment of rent. Applicants will be required to provide household income information and documentation, as well as identity verification in order to apply. Having correct and up-to-date contact information for renters and landlords helps to ensure the application can be processed in a timely manner. To be eligible to receive payment, landlords need to provide proof of authority to rent the property, ID verification, lease documentation, and a signed W-9 tax form. Tips on how to fill out the W-9 form correctly can be found in a separate video or in the resources section of the program webpage at lastaterent.com. To accept assistance from the program, landlords also have to agree to the following: not to evict a tenant for past due rent prior to April 2020, not to evict a tenant for at least 60 days after the assistance ends unless eviction is for cause. Under this program, for cause shall not include the following eviction filings: owner wants possession, non-renewal of lease, or non-payment of rent. This clause does not preclude the landlord from seeking eviction for lease violations and/or for tenants who violate the health, safety, and/or peaceable enjoyment of the property. Landlords will also be required to forgive all penalties, interest, and court costs related to rent incurred between April 2020 and the date that program rental assistance is received. The program will cover late fees up to $100 per month if they are prescribed within the current lease terms, but landlords will be required to forgive any late fees that exceed the $100 per month allowance. As you apply, you will be required to enter information and upload required documents that support your application. There are applicant checklists for renters and landlords to help you at lastaterent.com, as well as tips on scanning and uploading documents. You can also call the call center at 877-459-6555 with questions or email info@lastaterent.com. And you can watch other informational videos such as What Documents and Information Will I Need? We hope you have found this information helpful. Thank you for watching.